Hey, what's up? Welcome to Dan the Man Super Kids. We offer a whole bunch of fun stuff here at Dan the Man Super Kids. We really focus on fitness and health to be incorporated into the gymnastics programs. Teaching fine motor skills and a certain Dan the Man system that I've developed over the years. Now you gotta jump around, jump, 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 jump around, turn around, jumping, jumping fast, jump, jump, turn. From 12 months to 12 years old. We have so many cool programs that we offer here. We do 2 gymnastics, 3, and land on your feet, and arms go. That was the best handstands you've ever done. All right, everybody, it's time to start class. Clap your hands.
Daniel Levi, also known as Dan the Man, is a modern-day Pied Piper of sorts. Toddlers literally mob him in his popular Mommy and Me classes.
I always loved that aspect of, the energy that I got from the kids and what they gave to me, what I gave to them.
Now, these are no ordinary classes. Dan the Man teaches parents and preschoolers gymnastics, sports, and fun fitness through music and encouragement.
Our Mommy and Me classes are themed based. So not only do we incorporate all the cool gymnastics structure and the obstacle courses and the fun games and puppet shows, but we also instill a theme.
A fit, healthy lifestyle for Mommy and Me is what this program is all about.
Dan shows them how to exercise and stretch and talks about the right ways to eat and to snack, and I think that's all important in today's society.
Arts and crafts, dancing and prancing, and even yoga is offered here.
Now that my daughter is starting preschool, I see she knows how to do all these great things that she learned how to do here.
Here we make exercise and a healthy way of living fun. And it gives them, at the end of the class sometimes I'm like, did you guys realize you just got exercise and you had fun doing it? And they're like, oh, that's right. So it's pretty amazing when you explain that to them and they're like, wow, we really did get exercise and we did have fun. So we want to instill not just the healthy part of it, but also teach skills and really cool, new, innovative ideas and things that nobody else does.
I think it's very important for the kids to develop their own skills and to love to be active. What Dan has, the way that he approached gymnastics is he does it in a different way that kids enjoy it.
The Super Gym for Super Kids is an ideal place for parents and kids to stay healthy and have fun.
It's time to say goodbye.
In West Los Angeles for SoCal's Best, I'm Ron Roberson.
Hi there, everyone. I'm JJ Ramberg, and welcome to Your Business, the show focused on finding answers to all of the issues small business owners face. It's quite common to name your business after yourself. On this show alone, we've spoken to the owner of Parties to Go by Joe, Barbara Corcoran of the Corcoran Group, and the father-daughter team who run the recruiting firm Drum Associates. But what happens when you build a company on the cult of your own personality and then you try to expand?
Everybody, what's my name again? Everyone say good morning, Dan the Man. Good morning, everyone.
When Dan Levy was choosing a name for his new company, he didn't have to think hard.
Dan the Man's gonna see if he can walk on the stilts. Let's see. People just started knowing me as Dan the Man, and I just took off with that because people knew the name Dan the Man and associated it with me right away.
An ex-gymnast, he founded Dan the Man Super Gym on Wheels, holding fitness classes and birthday parties for kids at schools, homes, and parks.
Reaching, stretching. I really enjoyed what I do, and I think that people started to really enjoy that their kids were enjoying it.
Levi's reputation quickly grew. Before he knew it, he was getting more calls than he could handle.
I heard about him through word of mouth, through the whole, LA network, and we took a sample class here. My kids fell in love with him. It was love at first sight.
He's funny, he's outgoing, and he's lively, and it makes it fun to come to class.
He did a lot of birthday parties, and just among the moms, his name became very popular.
Did you find that you couldn't grow the way you wanted to as just one person?
I must say, it definitely got to a point where I was full. Got to the point where I could only bring as much equipment, I could only do so much, and I needed to go past that point.
He wanted to open a gym and still be able to keep the mobile fitness center. Problem was, there was only one Dan the Man. And while he was able to hire employees, his company was built on his personality. So when customers called to book a party, they wanted Dan the Man to be there. How often do you get people calling you and saying, I want to have a birthday party with Dan the Man, but I want Dan the Man?
I want Dan the Man. Oh, plenty of people do it. And I must say, over the last 5 or 6 years, I grew really close with a lot of families, and they're on their third child or second child, and I've done all their kids' parties.
Well, everybody here is very good, but I'd rather have Dan host the party.
Debbie Williams hired Dan the Man for her son's birthday party last year. When she was planning this year's festivities, she called him up again. Dan wasn't available, but he told her his employee Dave was.
So I said, who's Dave the Man? And he said, I trained him, he's great, he's just like me. And I said, will he come to my house? And he said, yeah, no, he absolutely will. So, and he said, I promise, he'll be just as good as me. So I said, okay, let's give it a shot.
Bang on the mat, say happy birthday, Jack! Happy birthday!
Levi spent countless hours training his staff in the Dan the Man way.
They basically have to follow me and mimic what I do for at least a month or so.
2, 3.
Nice.
Nice.
That was good.
He taught me a lot of stuff, and also just not necessarily teaching, but he just led by example. And I picked it up, and it's been working out really nicely for me.
Everybody go, yeehaw! Yeehaw! Was it scary for you the first time that you sent somebody else to do a Dan the Man party?
Yes, it was. It was definitely scary, but I prepped them, I went over and over with them, I gave them lists.
He's also worked hard to make his customers feel comfortable that even if he's not available, he can still provide them with the Dan the Man experience.
I think the name stands for itself because I know that he wouldn't send someone out who wasn't amazing.
So is Dan the Man now not a person anymore, but a brand?
Yeah, it is. I think so. I think people definitely resemble, the Dan the Man with certain little Dan the Man-isms, like I do these funny little sayings that have been passed down to other assistants and staff, and like the owl song. Ow, 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 this really hurts. Little things like that, or like smelling your feet and everyone's like, oh man, ew, yucky.
While there are still some parents who insist on only working with Dan the Man, his employees like Dave are starting to build a reputation of their own.
He's good. He plays games. I like the tug-of-war. He's doing red light, green light. He knows fun stuff to do.
Go back to the shore, go back to the shore.
And that, says Levi, is just what the company needed. So how did it feel the first time somebody called up and said, I want a Dan the Man party, but I want Super Dave to run it?
It was exciting. It didn't bother, it didn't hurt me. It actually felt awesome. Wow, this is great. Some people are loving my staff, and it's just gonna make everything that much better.
Welcome to the party, this is one of a kind. Like a hot chili pepper, it'll blow your mind.
You're watching another brand spanking new episode of SoCal Now. So, Dan the Man, you are the ringleader here at this gym in West LA. How did this all begin?
I've loved gymnastics my whole life since I was a little kid, and about 8 years ago, in 2002, I started a mobile fitness center called Dan the Man's Super Duper Gym on Wheels. And I brought all my variety of skills that I've learned and tried to bring something new to all the schools and all the houses and parks around Los Angeles. And it's been really awesome. Everyone just loves Dan the Man and the actual philosophy that I bring, and the whole different variety of skills.
What are all the different programs you have here?
We offer a variety of different classes, from baby parent and me classes, which I told you are the 3 different themes, to circus called Cirque des Kids, to the strict gymnastics, to sports, fitness, acro. There's so wide variety of things that we do here.
Now, how do you translate all of this into a mobile situation?
Some parents, they're not able to get to a place, or they would rather have that more of a homely feeling, or they'd rather have the party at their house. And then, of course, the schools, you know. Kids need to stay an extra hour at school and get some activities, so we're able to bring all the equipment there and set it up. We bring the trampolines, we bring the circus equipment, and we actually even offer skateboarding, rollerblading, yoga, dance, hip-hop, theater. There's so many things.
So do a lot of the young kids really take to some of the circus arts?
Yeah, we start as young as 5 years old, and I have some kids that amaze me. Like, they get up on the big ball or the balance boards, and they're able to just focus and get the skills done. And you know, it takes a little bit of practice, but if you practice, really, you can do anything. It's amazing.
Right. Very different than having, you know, a young child go into elite training for gymnastics. More like coming here and having a good time and doing it because they want to.
Yeah, I mean, we you know, other gyms, they really focus on, you know, the strictness, which is, you know, to make a serious competitive gymnast, you know, sometimes you really need that. But we you know, we want kids to be able to learn those flips without having to, you know, keep their, you know, tight, perfect form the whole exact time. Obviously, that's the way you want it to look, but if you get them confident and show them that they're able to do these skills, those things come together eventually. So it's just my way of teaching.
Right, and they usually stay with it a lot longer if they're enjoying it.
Exactly, exactly. It's amazing what kids can do. You guys should check it out. It's amazing.
What kind of feedback do you get from the parents?
Most of the time, I just get like hugs and kisses, like thank you for, you know, getting them involved and, you know, showing them that, like I said, that they can really enjoy themselves while they're learning their skills.
Well, I think you have an amazing thing going on here. We're really ecstatic to help you spread the word.
Thank you. It's been really rewarding, and I can't wait to keep spreading. Oh, don't forget, go to danthemangym.com.
Notorious Hollywood couple Tori Spelling and Dean McDermott just welcomed their second baby, Sweet Stella, in June. So why not let Mama have a little alone time with her baby girl while Daddy Dean, Big Bro Liam, my little dude Orion, and I took over Dan the Man Gym for a play date. At number 2, it's Mommy, or Daddy, and me. Yeah.
Give me a high five. He might give you a high five. High five. High five.
There it was.
Oh, we missed. We missed. There we go.
Okay, so how is little Liam doing now that he has a little baby sister in the house getting some of the attention?
Well, he's getting better.
Yeah.
At first he was like, okay, who and what is this thing and why isn't it leaving the house? And now why is it making so much noise? So
You
like,
think you'll have more of these little rugrats?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You guys want a whole brood,
we
huh?
want at least 3. We started off wanting 9, so we could play ice hockey. 4-on-4 and a goalie.
I thought you were going to say so you could keep up with Angie and Brad. Is
Oh, well, then now there's that. They've
Yeah.
they've thrown the gauntlet down.
Seriously.
They've thrown the Mr. Potato Head down.
Down.
So we have to keep up with Brad and Angie.
You know, you seem like pretty good dad.
I try.
You
I
and
try.
Kevin Federline, I don't know. You know, he was named Dad of the Year, wasn't he?
You know what? I've always said, you know, somebody said, you know, when I first started dating T, that I was K-Fed Jr. They meant it as an insult. They thought that I was after Tori for money and stuff, and they thought K-Fed was after Brittany for money, la la la. And you know what? I said, I take that as a compliment. I take that as a compliment because every time I see K-Fed, he's always with the kids. He seems like a really good dad. So I was like, thanks for the compliment.
Good.
I made my choice. I don't get the girl, so neither do you.
Let's talk about something positive, which is your God, saving God.
Saving God,
Although
yes.
in this movie you play a real
A
drug
real
dealer loser.
nasty guy. I played Blaze. Car. You got cars. I play Blaze, and he is the king of the avenue. He's taken over Ving Rhames' character's old neighborhood. And I am recruiting all these young kids to sell drugs for me. Yeah, shh. It's make-believe.
sell what?
It's just a movie. Drugs.
I know,
yeah,
see, he
see?
already knows.
Oh.
Here we go. On your mark, get set, fly!
We'll get some margaritas.
We'll go for margaritas, let the kids play.
Let the kids play. Yeah, come on, let's go. They won't even notice.